A recent study from the University of Washington found food insecurity statewide is estimated at 30%. That is an all-time high. The most vulnerable were single parents, women with children, low-income families, and people of color.
Farmers have three main channels that they're selling their produce to. They go to farmers markets, community-supported agricultural boxes where you buy a share in the farm, and then there was the restaurant industry. Restaurants closed their doors, not knowing if or when they were going to be able to open. If we can take the amazing produce, the fruits and vegetables that our farmers are growing right here in our backyard, and get that directly to the people most in need, that was really important. It's important to this day.
Nourishing Neighborhoods started about a year ago this month. At first, we started it to support local farmers and people in need of food. At first, it was just boxes of produce that we were delivering to housing developments. As it went on, we decided that we needed to do more than just produce. We now give 2 boxes to each resident. One is with produce from our local farmers, and the other is basic needs like milk, rice, cheese, yogurt. And there's a lot of children in these units, so we always put something like fruit snacks or flavored oatmeals or something like that, just so they look forward to getting these boxes also. There was a lot of problems with the farmers having a surplus of food in the beginning because the restaurants were closed. Cisco had to actually furlough drivers because when all the restaurants closed, they actually got to bring back a driver because of this program. So it's been very helpful in many, many ways.
Some of our employees have been affected by the pandemic, whether it's a spouse or child care. We saw early on a lot of supply chain issues, whether it was toilet paper or then proteins, meats. When there's a supply chain issue, without food security, that's not good for a community. So I think we can provide a little bit of that. I think that everybody has a duty in a community, or if you have been afforded a lifestyle or don't struggle or financially, or even if you do and you have the ability to help other people, we're human. It's a human thing to do.
We identified the communities by looking at a number of different factors. We wanted to look at the socioeconomic factors of folks that we already knew were accessing other programs. And there's a lot of data out there that we could leverage. So we wanted to look at some of those factors, people that were already accessing some of the programs that are typically geared towards folks who are economically challenged. We were able to look at transportation data and see places where there were gaps in transportation, both in access to mass transportation or just other factors that impact people's ability to get around. We wanted to look at the diversity of the county. Certainly we have population density in places, but it's not just limited to the metro areas or sort of the cities. It's out in the unincorporated county as well. So we wanted to balance the needs throughout the county. And it's all really focused again for Nourishing Neighborhoods around the idea of accessing those folks who are most challenged, who are most vulnerable. Emergency management is more than just the county talks to the cities and the cities talk to the folks within them. We have to really think at a neighborhood community level. That's a really key thing for me. We want to be helpful, and if we want to be helpful, it can't be here we are, we offer you this food that we think is right for you. Knowing our community and listening to our community are incredibly important.
The county reached out to Cisco because they had contracts with them for other items and had said that they wanted to do a food box program. And the buyer at Cisco knew that I was already doing this program and suggested me as a possible packer for them. So we started with Nourishing neighborhoods, and we were packaging all produce boxes for them. It was majority Snohomish products that went in there. This program is about supporting Snohomish farmers, and it's about feeding people. And really that's what all of our programs are. Everything that we do now with all of food boxes and being able to supply emergency food to people is that you have to support farms and you have to feed people, and that's the two pillars that it all stands on. That's your structure. Helping people is contagious. It really is. We go out and we can show people that we're caring for them, and any barrier you had to how can I do this, it gets broken down because but they're doing it. I mean, honestly, if I can do this, anybody can do this. This program allows that to be visually seen that, hey, it's, there's a lot that goes into it, but when it comes down to it, it's people caring about other people and providing for them, and that visualization there can be replicated with not just food, and not just in Snohomish County. It can be replicated anywhere there are people that care. And everywhere are people that care.